So the Matt Gaetz story has taken a very serious turn because according to a state prosecutor from Florida, the state where Gaetz is from, he may be facing life in prison for some of the things he's being accused of. Not just expelled from Congress or forced to resign from Congress, not just charges, not just indictments, life in prison. I have it up on the screen here. This is Dave Ehrenberg. Again, this is a lawyer knowledgeable in what Gaetz is facing, and he's saying that on one of the charges alone, the most serious one that revolves around taking children across borders and those sorts of things, he could face life for that alone. And on some of the smaller charges, even if just convicted on one of them, he might get 15 years, 10, 15 years. So he's looking at real serious time. And what's crazy about this is that he doesn't seem to understand the severity, because Matt Gaetz is a lawyer. Like, he's a lawyer. He might be a dum-dum, he might be an idiot, he might be all of those things, but he still somehow got through law school and would understand that the charges he's facing are extremely serious. He's not just looking at a 3-year vacay at a white-collar prison. He's looking at real deal life forever until he passes away. And he still went on Tucker Carlson. He still went on Tucker. He still wrote an unhinged editorial blaming the DC swamp and a witch hunt. He's doing all of these things seemingly without a lawyer there to represent him, knowing there's a real potential he could go to prison for life. I mean, he tweeted the following out earlier. They wanted $25 million to make false allegations against me go away. My family would never pay a bribe. Now the DOJ must release the tapes implicating their former colleague in the smear campaign against me. It's all on the tapes. But here's the thing, like, there is a potential investigation about extortion on Gaetz' family, but it's not connected to this. People have said the stories are distinct. The stories are not the same. This is not simply somebody made up an ugly story about Gaetz to rip him and his family off. They are two distinct things. Gaetz may have been a victim of some sort of extortion, bribery, blackmail scheme, but also he's accused of awful things. And this is not a politically motivated investigation. It was started under Trump, and it was started under Bill Barr, and Donald Trump and Matt Gaetz were close political allies, and seemingly they were, in a sense at least, sort of friendly with one another. They were political and personal friends. So there's no reason why Donald Trump would target him. Now, Trump has hung Matt Gaetz out to dry, but he wouldn't have gone out of his way to single Matt Gaetz out as some sort of political stooge when there's literally dozens of more Republicans Donald Trump hates more than Matt Gaetz, like all the ones that supported impeachment. Just for example, if it was politically motivated, Trump would have targeted his enemies, not his allies. This really does show he does not get how deep in it he really is. And one last thing, I just had to share this tweet because it really is perfect. A lot of people are saying, again, Gaetz is the epitome of Republican projection. And I just had to share this. As this guy notes, Matt Gaetz is everything Republicans wanted Hunter Biden to be. So fundamentally, at the end of the day, despite all the Republican conspiracy mongering about Democrats and how evil they are and how corrupt they are, one of their high-profile congressmen may go to jail for life for doing unspeakable things. Will the Republicans learn anything from this? No.